Shalom Yasharallah. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Chakwadash, that belongs to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule one, who taught us this truth, and salutations to all the Akim pushing this word in truth and in sincerity with charity. It's your brothers from the Great Millstone camp here in Chicago, and Lord willing, it's an edifying lesson. As you see on the screen, it says, in the movie The Matrix, agents could only control the weakest minds, i.e., which is example, those who didn't possess knowledge of oneself. All right, hey man, because Esau Edom's working hard, and the heathens joined on to him. In cutting us from being a nation. All right, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 83. I'll start at 1. Keep not thou silence, O power, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Most High. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. These heathens, all right, are slaves, really, have gotten proud, man. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. You hidden ones are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, man. All right, that continue to live by and call yourself bywords and proverbs, man, instead of reading the scriptures. In the scriptures, it tells you that that'd be one of the curses that would fall upon us. All right, verse 4, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation. The name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. All right, for they have consulted together with one consent, they are confederate against thee. You see, so the Edomites, the Ishmaelites, the Moabites, the Hamites, and so on and so forth have gotten together. Right now, Esau Edom is ruling. You see, and they get together in their little G8 summits or whatever, and talk about what, man? Talk about how to continue to oppress us, and ultimately how to get rid of us, man. See, because when they know, the scriptures also says that you are wiser than Daniel. These Edomites, they know the truth. And in order to tell a lie, you have to know the truth. You see, so that's why these Edomites are so crafty, man. All right. They're the damn devil. The word devil means deceiver. You see? And here it is. The Lord woke us up. Lord willing, we're his elect in these last days, back in our lots to what? To bring down, to prophesy against this current kingdom, bring down strongholds and take the covering, the cast that's, that veil, the covering cast over the whole earth, especially our people. All right? And let them know the truth. You see? Because they know that once we know who we are, once we know who our power is, first and foremost, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and that we have access to call him. All right, hey, they're gonna fear. You see, I got one more real quick. This is Judith, the book of Judith, chapter 5, verse 17. And whilst they sinned not before their God, they prospered, because the God that hateth iniquity was with them. So what separated us from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is our own sins, man. All right, our sins separated us from our power. And now, Job 9:24, Esau Edom is in control of the earth. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And that's the so-called white man today. He is the wicked, like Malachi 1:4 says, right? They're in control. So they own everything right now. All right, the earth is literally given into their hands. They own the media, all right, the radio, all forms of how do you say it? Media, social media or platform. Yeah, all the platforms, they own it. You see, and that's why they continue to put stuff in our food. Give our people license to sin, because as long as we're sinning, our power is not going to be for us, man. All right, he's going to let these heathens rule over us and oppress us. This is verse 18. But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles, very sore, and were led captives into a land that was not theirs. And here it is, we are in the land of our captivity, remembering ourselves, like the book of Baruch says. And the temple of their God was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemies. You see, God doesn't love everybody. All right, he only loves the children of Israel. You see, now, all the other nations, they're nothing before his sight, man. They're less than nothing, actually. But verse 19, but now are they returned to their God, and are come up from the places where they were scattered, and have possessed Jerusalem, where their sanctuary is, and are seated in the hill country. for it was desolate. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against his people, and they sin against their power, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, so all our people got to be on point, you see, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them, and their God be for them, and we become a reproach before all the world. So these heathens know, man, all right? These heathens know that once we return to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, hey, man, the Lord's going to be for us, man. He's going to protect us, and he's going to fight our battles, man. You see? And that's why we're waiting upon Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai for what? For great deliverance. Because we are entering into Jacob's trouble. And you see, our people not knowing who they are is one thing, but now 2/3 are openly rejecting who they are. All right? They rather continue to stay here in Egypt 2.0. and have Esau Edom as their master. That's why ultimately they're going to bow down, right? Because right now they're taking that Vicky Venom, you know, willingly accepting and lining up for that jump shot. Eventually they're going to line up for the Charagma, man, that digital all right, that Marcus Aurelius in Revelation the 13th chapter, you see? But that's why we got to return to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. We got to return to the way that he has given us, all right? Because then we will prosper. Then he will deliver us. He'll be for us. You see, he'll be for us. All right. Sorry.
I got one. This is Micah chapter 2 verse 1. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away to the oppressors. And so they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage." All right, and that's exactly what Esau does, man. Scripture says that he loses sleep until he causes one to fall.
Yeah.
All right, so Esau, like the brother said, in order to tell, you need to know the truth in order to tell a lie. This man knows, man. All right, he knows that we're the chosen children, a nation. We're Yasharah, the Prince of Power, man. He knows that. So, the fact that he doesn't have a problem when we call each other niggas. He don't have a problem when you call each other Mexicans, blacks, Colombian, Puerto Rican. All right, what he really fears when he sees the men of the Lord standing upon their feet in great boldness, man. And that's exactly what's happening today. I got another one.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got Colossians. This is Colossians 1 and 26. It says, "Even the mystery which has been hid from ages is not from generations, but now is made manifest to his saints." All right, the Lord reveals what only his secrets unto his servants, the prophets.
That's right.
All right, one of the biggest secrets is the Lord's name. That's one of the main ones, and your who you are, your identity. Coming back to the law, statute, commandments that you from I'm having a brain fart right now. Our forefathers, Jacob, man, Slakia.
No, you're fine, man. You're good.
You know, the fact that our bloodline goes back to Israel, man. We are Israelites. This is what Esau fears, so he has to. That's why he made himself and try to be the image of the Lord, man. Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, I got another one real quick.
Sure.
In Obadiah, verse 3, it says, "The pride of thy heart hath deceived thee. Though that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, whence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord." All right, and Esau, this man tries to put himself and tries to be the Lord, man. All right, he tries to set himself as God. All right, so he,
yeah.
But the Lord ain't dealing with that, because if you jump down, because he knows that there's no equality. All right, according to the scriptures, because the Lord has a chosen nation. All right, This is verse 12. It says, "But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger. Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of the destruction leadership thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. All right, so that day when we became a stranger, all right, he knows, man, and that's why he's trying to sweep it under the rug and he causing a lot of Jake to fall off, and like the brother says, and all types of social media platforms, and even in TV shows and movies and music, everything, man. He tried to indoctrinate our children to rebel against us. He breaks up the households. This man does these things, man. Hey, there's one, I forgot. I heard someone saying that basically said, if your parents don't like who you are, then you need new parents.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what this man promotes. All right, this is what he practices, man. He wants people to fall. He crafty counsel. He does these things, man. He loses sleep. Matter of fact, let me get that one. Well, I'm gonna get enough with that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna jump down to real quick, verse 15. It says, "For the day of the," that's fine, because look, because now the men of the Lord are standing upon their feet. All right, hey, exalting. Hey, it says in the in the book of Baruch. Matter of fact, so like it.
You're good.
This is Baruch 2:30. It says, "For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves, and shall know that I am the Lord their power. For I will give them a heart and ears to hear, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name." And that's exactly what's happening now. Esau's skirt is being lifted up, man. All right, this man is the complete devil. If it would be possible, he deceived the very elect, but it's not possible, man.
Right.
We know your tricks, man. We're
not ignorant to Satan's devices. Yeah, 2 Corinthians 2:11. Right.
Call Allah
Yahweh, because it's the Lord doing all these things, man. We didn't do this of our own.
That's right.
Nor do we deserve them, man. You know, it's really the Lord, man, and that's why we said all praises to Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai. Right. But this is Revelation 11:11, right to the point. And after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. Right. So all these heathens, you know, especially Esau, Edom, they see the apostles and elders on down, you know, on the highways and byways, man, since what, 1969, 1970, all right, and pushing hard to this very day, man. They see who we are. They see that we remember ourselves, man, and that's why great fear fell upon them, man. These elites started making what, deep underground military bases or bunkers. Right, they got billion-dollar submarines that go deep into the oceans. They got space stations because they know these scriptures, man. They know great destruction is coming to America, you know, and they're trying to escape that, and that's beautiful because the ones that do escape that fire are going to be the first fruits of slaves for us. You see, we're going to be pulled through the fire, man, Lord willing, you know. But the point is, we need to search out our old paths, you know, remember ourselves, who we really are. You know, this is Job chapter 8, verse 8, "For I inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers." All right, so we got to go into these scriptures, man. All right, and know our history, and constantly eat this roll, man. And then once we're built up, once we're strengthened, then, you know, we teach it and you know, wake up the rest of our brethren up, man. All right, because right now we're building that spiritual ark, man, the house of David, you see, and the Lord's coming for those that are crying out, man, you know, and he's put a thawa upon, you know, his men that are crying out, like the book of Ezekiel. Great death is coming, all right, great destruction and famine and sword, you know, the plagues, and you need to know who you are. You need to remember yourself. You need to call the correct name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because the Lord is not going to come back and save someone that's saying that I'm Puerto Rican or Mexican or black or African American. If you're calling yourself that, all right, and you believe in the Lord, hey, you're going off, man. You don't know. You really don't know yourself. You're still believing that strong delusion, that lie, you know, because ultimately it comes down to predestination, man. The elect are already sealed, you know, to be delivered. You know, we just gotta wait till all these prophecies unfold and come to pass, you know, And it's coming, man. In due time, it's coming. We can't wait. Oh, and with that, we hope this lesson was edifying. Again, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Chakodash. Double honors to the apostles and others, a great millstone who rule one, who taught us truth, and citations to all the Akim pushing this word in truth and sincerity with charity. Shalom, wa, ababa ball.
Baba Ball.